Well, it is the end of day one of the second week of group stages. CLG has been eliminated after losing the three games today. Doublelift, what is sort of going through your mind right now?
Well, I guess it's just a really sad day for us, but not so bad. I think we're all used to losing. And looking back, there's just so many things. God, there's just so much. So first, looking back a year ago, if you took a snapshot of CLG, we were relegated, we're playing in relegations, and then one split later, there's all this infighting within the team that we can't get along, and there's those 17 pages, infamous. But I think the progress we made in the last, I'd say 3, 4, 5 months has just been tremendous, and we're all like way better people than we were before. We're all way better players, but more importantly, yeah, we're just better people. We're better versions of ourselves, and in the end, like we came here, we finally got to Worlds, we achieved our goal for the split, and then yeah, things sort of fell apart towards the end. It's just a lot of reasons, a lot of excuses probably to the fans, like, oh, we weren't prepared enough, we couldn't get good enough scrim partners, our practice was subpar, just so many things, like kind of like the politics of Worlds that we're not used to. And ultimately, like, it's just, today was test day, and we fucked up. We failed test day, and I'm not gonna look back and be like, damn, we should have aced test day. Like, obviously, yeah, like I don't have any regrets. It's just memories to learn from.
When you talk about the politics of worlds, what does that mean? You guys were having a hard time getting scrims?
Well, I don't want to go into too much detail because I think it will paint a bad image of some teams. But we had a really hard time getting good scrims, and we, especially the practice that we did get while we were here, has been astronomically bad. I think, like, I don't think there has been, and people, God, I just can think of the comments right now. It's just the point of it is the scrims that we did get, it was extremely, extremely hard to extract any learning from those scrims because the level of the teams were playing, not the level of the team, the level that the teams were playing was terrible. And we would just steamroll every team that we tried to scrim, and the teams that we knew would try hard at Worlds in terms of practice, we couldn't get practice with. And that's just it is what it is. I don't want to say it's like unlucky or it's an unfair situation or whatever it is. That it is what it is, and the practice we did get was really ineffective. So I think that contributed to our loss, and also just the fact that we dropped the ball today. I mean, even if we were truly, truly a top four team or finalist sort of team, we could have overcame that bad practice and at least made it out of groups. But I'm not like resentful of the fact that we didn't make it out of groups really, because even if we did make it out of groups with the amount we'd have to catch up, I don't think we would have made it out of quarters anyway.
Now, what happened today? I mean, you said it was practice, right? But it definitely felt as though, I mean, people will say you guys tilted, or like it just wasn't the same team. There was just a lot of misplays, even from you and Afro, even in particular. What do you think contributed to today's specific problems?
Okay, well, I only think 3 games out of group stage are really relevant at all, and it was the 3 losses, 2 to Coup and 1 to Flash Wolves. The last game to Pain didn't matter at all because it had no effect on our standings. And yeah, so first game against Coup, we tried to counterpick Ash Kennen with Blitzcrank. They flexed the Kennen support to top lane, which we didn't expect, and we lost. Pretty much entirely off of, well, once you have a team comp, you have a game plan, and they're really well tied together. So I think draft. This is like a random tangent, but draft is really important this year at Worlds. It's almost like the most important thing next to like team skill. Anyways, so we got out drafted really badly, and so our game plan fell apart because we had practiced this Blitzcrank composition in order to do this certain game plan, and it got completely dismantled by Morg. So the second game we played against Coup was today, and they counterpicked support again. They picked Tom Kench into Braum, and they also picked Tom Kench into Veigar Fiora. Veigar and Fiora's ultis can be negated by Tom Kench's W, And we had no idea. We had never played against Tom Kench in any practice, in any solo queue game, like ever. We just couldn't even get teams to what we were playing against to like play it. So it was like one of those new pocket picks. And obviously, me and Afro really uncomfortable against this situation. We died in lane, and the game just started snowballing from there, and we just like kind of lost control. Um, so that was a bad preparation. I guess we didn't expect Tom Kench. The last game against Flash Wolves, yeah. I don't even know. Once again, they counter picked support, so we early picked Alistar and they countered with Morgana. But I just want to say that they ran the team comp that we're really good at. So we're really good at stuff like LeBlanc, Jinx, Morg, and especially like I really enjoy playing Jinx, and I think she's extremely broken right now. But I don't really know. It was just like we just got completely dismantled because Jinx Morg has more pressure in lane than our bottom lane, and LeBlanc just beats every 1v1 matchup, and they just kind of contained Smithy, and I guess we just couldn't do anything. You know, we let Malphite through. We had banned Malphite like every other group stage game, but we left it up that game because we didn't think they'd pick it. So it was just, I guess, poor planning and poor game plans that led to us losing. And the last game against Pain didn't matter at all.
My interview just now with Pobelter a few minutes ago, he said that some of the players on the team a little upset because this might have been their last game, kind of alluded to some sort of retirement. Is there anything you can speak to on that?
Hmm. Yeah, some players on the team expressed sentiments to retire. I won't say who, but for me personally, I think it's a bad time for retirement because I think I got way better this year. And that's just not like that's not just my ego talking or anything. I think I've just like statistically and consistently been the best 80 in NALCS for at least this split. Let's just go with this split. And when it came down to playing at Worlds, we didn't play well as a team, so it's pretty natural to have thoughts of retiring because you're like, fuck, we're getting destroyed at Worlds. This sucks. But it's such a bad note to retire on. I won't. I wouldn't want to do it. I don't think I want to retire because how crappy would that be? You know, you have this story and you went from relegations twice to getting ousted by your own teammate to winning on LCS, 3-0ing your rivals, and making it to Worlds. And who knows what's going to happen next year. And I think we can achieve a lot more. So I hope that my teammates don't retire.
What is the general mentality on the team kind of going forward? And obviously, you've got a couple players who are feeling a little down, but do you feel as though the team as a whole and the organization is satisfied with the progress you guys made?
The organization, for sure. They're satisfied and they're proud of us. And I'm proud of the team, too. Because it it is like extremely difficult to put so much work into something. Like, especially pretty much everyone on our team has nonstop for the last 2, 3, 4 years, uh, tirelessly put in work day after day, and it's really hard. I don't know how to explain it. You just put everything. You put your heart, your mind, your body into this thing, and you just try your best. And this is the best that we could do this split, I guess. And I can understand if my teammates are down. Like I'm pretty down too. But man, the organization is fine with it. I think my teammates and maybe even me, maybe I'm like just in denial or something. Maybe just the team is not in a good spot right now, but I think we can bounce back.
So you guys got voted in for IM San Jose. That's next up for you. What happens now? Do you guys stick around for Worlds and watch it? Do you go home and start prepping for IM San Jose? What's the plan?
Well, there's no way to prep for IM San Jose because all the good teams in the world are here. So for me, I'm gonna ask Riot if I can be on the analyst desk because I think Worlds is awesome. It's the most important tournament every year, and I want to be part of it, and I want to improve it and help make it better. So I hope to be part of Worlds. If I can't, then I'll just go home and I'll start a mini vacation. We might practice for IM San Jose when the teams come back home.
Other than that, anything that you would like to say to any of your fans out there, Doublelift?
Uh, well, I know it sucks to watch us lose. It sucks way more to actually lose. But yeah, we put in a lot of work to get this far. So like I know we can do it again. And I know we can do better. So that's what I have my sights set to. Like the bar's been raised to making worlds. I think I can make worlds every single year that I try now because I've done it before. And I won at Madison Square. We won at Madison Square Garden, so I know we can win NLCS again. So, um, I guess just keep cheering for CLG because this is our first time. Be gentle.
Very good. I'm sure they will be. Actually, probably not. Fans are pretty crazy. Yeah. You can check out the rest of our coverage of all things Worlds at gamespot.com/LOL.